From Hell City we come!
Welcome back to Hell City Streets, Hell City Wrestling. Today we've got, a wonderful interview.
Oh, I know who it is. It's finally Jack Arab.
It's not Jack Arab.
Oh.
It is? No, it's not.
No.
It's not Jack Arab.
You're not editing him in then?
I'm not.
Have we got a cardboard cutout yet?
No. We will sort it out though. Jack, a couple of Rise shows are coming up this year, Jack. I'll be there.
Oh, yes. That's a bit of news before the interview, yes.
I will be personally filming the 23rd of May, I think it is, the Rise show. It's in Leeds. I will be there. So look forward to that content. But away from all that, today's interview, who's it going to be? Did we tell him?
I think we'll jump straight into it, but I will say absolute legend.
Amazing.
We hinted a couple of videos ago when I went, who? Just a little hint going on there. Those who know will know.
I mean, subscribe, like, share for more interviews, more stuff coming.
Yeah.
And maybe there's a cheeky little hint about this year's CZW tournament.
Yeah.
But enough talking from us. We'll get into it right now.
Welcome back to Hell City Streets. We've got a very good guest of honour tonight, and it is Toby, infamous deathmatch legend. We're going to talk to him about his comeback and what he's done in his career. So, first question, Mr. Insanity, how are you this fine day?
Hey, I'm not complaining. I get to go see my kid running a track meet right now, so that's a good day.
Ah, cool. Well, we'll keep these questions really fast for you, and that I say, because you've got a lot going on that. So, so you've literally powered through a huge rebirth in the last 6 or so months. I mean, you've been wrestling like warriors like Satu Jin, Hoodfoot, and Nathan Mayo. What's it been like stepping toe to toe with the new school?
I like it. Some of them have what it takes. I question whether all of them have what it takes, but I'll leave the fans that watch the match to decide who they think has it and who doesn't.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Man, and you've got the scars to prove it, man. Holy shit.
I don't know if you can.
Yeah, we've seen that, man.
That.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I don't know if you can. Yeah, that was from my match in Vegas 2 weeks ago with my match with Otis Kogar.
Oh, how did that match go? How did it go with him and that? Is he a good person to fight?
It was at MDK Fight Club. Yeah, it was a good match. He caught me with the chair and opened my head up pretty good. And it was my second night. I had 5 nights straight wrestling, and it was my second night. And they said, "You got to go get this stapled at the hospital." I said, "Oh no, we're super gluing this shut. I got 3 more matches. Super glue it shut. I'll wrestle 3 more matches."
God damn.
And also at Vegas, you updated the old VCR spot with Necro Butcher and went DVD player against Dr. Redacted. How did the crowd react to that one? Was it like a complete buzz hearing them?
I'm surprised they reacted. The thing weighed like a pound. The VCR I hit Necro with was like 20 pounds. This DVD player was a pound at the most, probably. The thing was little.
Oh man!
Oh my God.
Anything else you can tell us about the Vegas weekend? You met up with a lot of old school and new school people. You know, you basically had a good time then, yeah?
I enjoyed my time for the most part. I had a unfortunate situation with one of my companions that traveled out there with me. Somebody that should not have been drinking did, and it caused the scene at one of the events. It is what it is. Oh well.
Oh,
That's fine. I mean, in a deathmatch world, we've noticed a lot more like old school wrestlers coming back. You know, you have like still Nick Gage running things, Tank, Ponda, Necro. But recently we've had Lane, Bloody, Deranged, and obviously now you've come back too. What made you come back? Was there any real inspiration or one thing that did it, or just a cumulative over years or months?
Well, I thought I was done for good. I'm a drug and alcohol counselor as my full-time job now, and I have been for nearly 10 years now. And I thought I was complete. I thought my wrestling career had been completed, but in September of last year, Chris Hero, producer for AEW, he contacted me, and he said, "Why don't you come to a match for us?" So I did, And I don't know, it just started, it was like it lit a fire. I wanted to be back in there. I missed it. After 4 years of being retired, I had missed it. So I, I threw a number out there, how much it would cost to get me to come out. And everybody's honoring that price. Everybody I'm wrestling for is honoring that price. So as long as I keep making the money that I want to make doing it, I'll keep doing it.
Sweet. Is there any current deathmatch people or old deathmatch people that you want to face now, like before you hang up the boots for good again?
Actually, May 31st, at the end of this month, I'm wrestling for Combat Zone Wrestling. I'll be facing Eric Ryan.
Oh wow, that's gonna be a banger.
Hell yeah! Have you watched?
I just wrestled Bobby Beverly last weekend.
Oh my god!
Have you watched many Eric Ryan videos and that? Do you know what you're getting into with him? Does he know what he's getting into with you? That's the question. You know what I mean? But have you watched a lot of his stuff?
I watched him come up in the business. Yeah, when I was doing the main event matches 15 years ago. I seen him starting and coming up in the business. So yeah, it's been fun watching his progression and seeing him come up into his own. Yeah,
That's cool.
Hell yeah! Have you ever fancied hitting the UK at all? You know, it'd be amazing to see you on these shows, just teaching the old-fashioned way of doing things and that. You know.
I need to get my passport renewed, and I'll be game to do it.
Oh, hell
Oh
yeah!
well, we'd love to see you over here. To be honest with you, we'd buy a ticket to that show.
I mean, speaking of, like, we were just saying about seeing people coming up and that, I mean, over the years, it's a sobering question, this. We've lost a lot of people in the past, Rolling Hard, Danny Havoc, JC Bailey, Brain Damage and that. So now you're taking on the old school, the new school, sorry. Who do you think would have tore it up the most if it had still been around today? Or do you reckon all of them would have done it?
Brain damage.
Oh,
Brain
yeah.
damage.
Nice. So away from deathmatch and hardcore, I mean, in the past you faced like Al Snow and Scott Steiner. What was it like facing them both?
I thought how I was trained, no matter what style I was in there, whether it be lucha or more of a shoot style or a death match or just old school wrestling match, I wanted to try to be the best match, no matter what the style. I felt like I could blend with any style. I don't know if you call that hybrid wrestling or whatever the right term of it is, but I felt like no matter what style I was in there with, I could pull that match off.
Okay.
I mean, you've spent years wrestling with loads of companies anyway. I mean, back in your early days, it was like JCW, IWA, Mid South. What was it like working for those companies?
Ian would have me in a death match on night one, and then night two, I would face. I'll give you an example. I'll think of an example here. Uh, I would face Pondo in a strange stipulation match on Friday night, and then on Saturday night, I would wrestle Seth Rollins.
Whoa.
That would really happen. Or the next weekend, I would face um, Jigsaw. I don't know if you're familiar with him, but he was a good light heavyweight. I would wrestle him on one show, and then the next night I would face Necro Butcher. So I mean, he would definitely get all the different styles out of me. I would face a cruiserweight one night and a deathmatch wrestler the next, and a up and coming superstar the next. So whatever style I was in there with, I tried to match their ability and try to pull off a good match.
Wow, you were a workhorse, man. You were a
100%.
legend. What about JCW, the Juggalos? What was it like wrestling there in the early days?
I think I did the gathering of the Juggalos from 2001 or two all the way up until 2006 or 7, and then I missed a couple years, and then I did '09 and 2010, and then recently I did 2021 the gathering. So
Yeah.
altogether I probably did uh, maybe eight different gatherings over the years, over 20 years maybe.
That's cool.
I don't know how to think about that. It was interesting experiences. There was a point in my career when you would definitely find me partying after the shows or during the shows, and then uh, I don't know. I have 13 years of constant sobriety. I haven't taken anything in 13 years. So when I returned and did the 2021 gathering, it was the first time I had ever attended one of their gatherings sober, and that was kind of that was strange. Seeing it
Yeah.
from sober eyes, it was strange.
I mean,
13 and a half years. February 4th, February 4th,
congratulations.
2013. Yeah, brain damage's death actually got me. Brain damage's death in October of 2012 actually helped get me sober. Um, that and a very close person to my heart telling me that something was missing. I had something more intended for me. A comment that somebody made for me. It changed everything. Since that day, since February of 2013, I've taken 4 ibuprofen in 13 and a half years.
Wow.
Wow.
I've not drank any alcohol or smoked any weed or any over-the-counter medicine, flu shots, COVID shots, anything illegal, prescription, nothing in 13 and a half years.
Wow. That is amazing, man.
That is an accomplishment.
And you're here. That's the thing. You're here and you're
Yeah.
strong. That's the thing. I mean, he was mentioning brain damage a lot. I mean, you know, he doesn't get as much. You know, he doesn't get enough love. He don't get what the people say these days. His flowers. You know
Yeah,
what
he
I
don't
mean?
get his flowers.
Really don't as much. He gets mentioned a few times on social media, but the guy, absolute hard hitting legend. You got any stories you can share with us about brain damage?
He was originally called Fortune Payne. He was a part of a tag team, the Payne brothers, Fortune Payne and Random Payne. And so in 1998, 1999, we started traveling up to Detroit, Michigan to wrestle for Malcolm Monroe Sr. And his son DBA, the DBA Malcolm Monroe Jr. still runs shows to this day up there. And now you even have Malcolm the third doing matches now. But the grandfather, Malcolm Monroe Sr., brought me in brain damage up there. And he was known as Fortune Payne. And we wrestled a match, and he had a concussion. He bounced his head off the floor. He did like a Superman dive at me and missed. And his feet snagged on the top rope, and he did like a Superman dive and landed head first on the floor. And it looked like it broke his neck. And so in the locker room, he's stretching his head out, neck out, saying how bad his head hurt. And he had a big knot on the front of his head, and he goes, I think I got brain damage tonight. And then he said, wait a minute, brain damage. I kind of like that. And so then from that day forward, he started calling himself brain damage.
Wow.
Oh, that's brilliant.
I mean, reliving the past, how did you actually get into wrestling? Like, what was like a key moment when you was watching it, or did you see a show in person? Like, what got you into the whole thing?
Yeah, in January or February of 1984. I think it was February of 1984. My parents took me to the Coliseum where the Cleveland Cavaliers played basketball, but the WWF would run shows there. And so they ran a show, and the main event was Jesse the Body Ventura versus Hulk Hogan.
Wow.
And I watched that match, and I said, I'm going to do that when I grow up. I love that. And watching that match made me want to become a pro wrestler.
That's really cool.
I was probably 5, maybe 6 years old.
Yeah.
And ever since then, I told people, I'm going to be a wrestler. And I stuck to it. If I make it till September of this year, it'll be my 30th anniversary. I started in September of 1996.
Happy anniversary, man.
Yeah,
well,
for them,
early
yeah.
happy anniversary, so yeah.
Damn.
How do you
Well, this is my 30th. This is my 30th year. 30th year in the business.
How did you turn into deathmatch wrestling anyway? How did that all start for you?
My trainer, Kid Collins, and I would watch matches in the gym. And November of 1998, we watched a barbed wire match. I think it was ECW. I think it was Sabu and maybe Terry Funk or
Yeah.
Sabu and somebody. And we watched the match. We saw the crowd reaction, and we had a feud. Him and I were wrestling several shows together, and he said, "Let's have our blow off match be a barbed wire match." So we did a barbed wire rope match, and he did. He was the heel, so he wore several layers of sweatshirts and had a hat on and really played there. And then we got a good reaction from the crowd. So then we started doing that match frequently, a barbed wire match frequently into 1999. Him and I did a whole year called the Gore for the Gold Tour. He had a belt. I think it was the title of the promotion that he ran. But we did a whole year. Every show we did some kind of stipulation for like a hardcore match. After that, it was off to the races. I started wrestling for other promotions. I wrestled for Pizza Joe, a promoter that ran all over. He brought Pondo in, and I wrestled Pondo in a hardcore match. I wrestled Ian Rotten. This would have been 1999. I started wrestling those matches all the time. And by 2000, by the year 2000, that was what people wanted me to do every match.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad, to be honest with you.
Oh, you wanted to ask about the Corp, didn't you?
Oh yeah, Corporal Robinson, one of my favourite deathmatch wrestlers. What's it like working with him? Like, is he... Because in CZW, when I've seen him, he's been a bit of a bad guy, you know, he's a bit mean to be around. What's he like behind the scenes as well?
He had the coolest catchphrase. Can you remember it?
Not off the top of my head.
He's got you on the spot now, hasn't he?
Fear what you don't understand. Something about what you can't comprehend.
Yeah.
What did he say? You don't understand something. You can't comprehend it, and you fear what you don't understand. Oh, that's gonna bother me now. I like this catchphrase. It was the coolest catchphrase. You know what I'm talking about, though, right?
Yeah,
The
we know what
catchphrase that he had.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he would say it. He would say it in all his interviews. He would tell his opponents that catchphrase. Yeah, I thought his character was really neat. He had the swagger, the way he walked to the ring. He had an attitude. He was a good worker. He knew how to work. Yeah, all those IWA Mid South guys knew how to work. Cash flow. Corporal Robinson. Of course, Ian. All those guys had good matches. I could have good matches with all of the IWA Mid South guys.
And of course, Necro Butcher, the infamous VCR spot that you had with him back in the day. And that, how did that come about? The VCR spot. Whose idea was that? It just happened off a moment.
We had a fans bring the weapons match, and it literally happened on the fly. We were pummeling each other in that match. That was more of a fight than a match, and he was laying stiff shots on me, and I was a little aggravated, and I seen that VCR and I threw it at him. I'm like, "You son of a bitch! You're gonna be blasting me. I'm gonna blast you back."
Have you seen Necro recently? Do you talk or what?
Yeah, we seen each other on a show for IWA Deep South just 2 months ago. We were both on a show together.
That's cool.
I gave him a gift. He's a certain political party. He's a supporter of a certain political party. So I stopped at a store that caters for that political party, and I bought him a collector's mug and gave it to him at that show, and he was happy to see me, and we hugged and talked for a while. It was good to see.
Oh, nice, man. I mean, you were saying a bit early on in the interview, you mentioned you're going back to Combat Zone again for a match. Do you want to do another tournament of death with them in the future, or what?
Do I want to do a tournament of death?
Yes. Yeah.
It's in September of this year, and I may or may not be booked for a tournament of death.
Oh.
Ooh.
I think there is a funnel cloud in front of me. That's pretty cool. I'm driving right now to my son's track meet, and everybody's going very slow. And does appear that a funnel cloud is passing over the highway right now, right in front of me.
Oh man, take it easy, man. Bloody hell.
Wow.
Oh.
Okay.
Hey, could you pick that up on camera, or is it
Yeah,
not showing?
yeah.
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
we saw
yeah.
it.
You know, look at that.
Oh my god.
Oh dear, we should finish this up pretty quick. You're going to
Yeah.
be concentrating.
Oh
on
no,
the
I'm
road.
fine. I'm a storm chaser, so I don't mind it a bit.
Okay.
I chase. I've recorded several tornadoes, so it's just funny that it's happening right in front of me right now.
When did you start with that, the storm chasing? Has it been like a lifelong thing, or?
Watching tornado videos on YouTube, I just always enjoyed watching them. And then
Yeah.
my area of Ohio gets frequently hit by bad storms. So yeah, I'm always chasing them.
That's cool.
You have
I've
any
recorded
dangerous
several.
moments? Have you had
Recorded
any dangerous
several.
moments? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, one time one formed right over us, and my vehicle was getting pelted with hail, and my 17-year-old son was with me, and he freaked
Yeah.
out. He said, "You brought this onto yourself, Dad. You brought this onto us. Why would you do this?" I said, "This is what I wanted to do." He's like, "Take me home." I said, "We're in the middle of a tornado warning. I'm not taking you home yet."
Oh god.
Oh man.
I can't believe I didn't know there was going to be any storms today, but it's storming right now.
Wow. I can see the adrenaline running through
Yeah,
you. You're
I'm glad we
excited,
could
man.
join
aren't
you for it.
know?
Yeah, we don't get that over here in the UK.
Yeah, we don't
Oh, I
get
love
that.
them. I love tornadoes. Love them.
Cool.
But yeah, you were talking about the Tournament of Death. I may or may not be in this year's Tournament of Death. And for those that trivia questions, my very first opponent in the very first Tournament of Death. Do you know who my very first opponent was? Very first Tournament of Death. Tournament of Death 1. Who was my opponent? Do you remember?
Christ, I can't think. You've really caught us on the
Yeah.
hop now twice. No, it's escaped us. Who was it?
Nick Gage.
Ah,
Oh wow.
Nick Gage was my first opponent in the very first Tournament of Death.
wow.
That's cool.
Yeah. One thing I was going to say as well, just if anything,
He went on to have a pretty good career.
Oh,
yeah,
a little
not
bit.
done bad, has he? Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
You ever want to face him again?
Like him and Necro and a lot of the old school guys, I really don't have any desire to rekindle that stuff. I'll face the newer guys. I'm fine with that.
Sweet.
Cool.
So, just a quick question for you as well. If somebody wants any Toby Klein t-shirts or any merch, where do you go to get them? Is there a website or, you know?
No, unfortunately, right now after the Vegas trip, I really don't have anything per se. I had some action figures that I was selling in Vegas, 8x10s and shirts, but there will be new cult fiction shirts being made. So keep your eye out for that. I'm sure those will be advertised on social media. But I actually just shut down my Facebook. I don't even have social media now.
Oh, right, okay.
I went without it for 13 years. I gave it a trial run. I had it for about 6 months now, and I was like, yeah, I don't need it. So I don't have it anymore.
Ah, fair enough.
That's
Yeah.
understandable, yeah.
Well, at least you're reachable on Messenger, so.
Yeah, I kept Messenger. Yeah,
Yeah.
kept Messenger.
So, last question.
I kind of like being off the grid. If I didn't have the job that I have right now, as I'm driving, I would toss my phone out the window and not feel bad about it.
Any advice for any up and coming wrestlers? You know, like anybody who's going to be watching this video thinking, I want to be a wrestler, I'm just getting into it. Any advice from Mr. Insanity?
Don't just learn the one style, learn all the styles. Because if you go to Japan, they're going to expect you to know the more snug, hard fighting style. If you face a former WWE wrestler from like an older generation wrestler, you better wrestle their style. You better not try to make the match fast. You better go slow. You better do their pace. So if you go to Mexico, style, you better put your arm. I would be a studier of the sport. Watch all matches. Watch all styles. Don't just concentrate on death matches or on a certain style. Learn everything about it. You'll get more chances that way.
Yeah. Some good advice.
Okay. I think we'll wrap it up, but
Yeah.
you know, just to finish it off, man, we just got to hear your trademark. Your trademark. Whoo! Oh, it's been brilliant. Thank you very much, and you take care running through that storm, man. And
enjoy the rest of your day.
Yeah, definitely. And we'll speak again sometime, my friend.
This is weird.
Hell City Wrestling. Hell City Wrestling. Hell City City Wrestling. From Hell City.